Hey guys, MultiJakenator here with another Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi battle. And did you see that new intro created by DARTH CHOCOBOZ, one of my good buddies? And I really love it, so here's a shout out to DARTH CHOCOBOZ. Go check out his channel. And here we go. I'm going to lead with Beedrill, and he's going to lead with Grumpig. Even though this is an OU battle, we kind of brought a couple of weird guys. He runs a Scarf Grumpig, and I predicted a switch, to be honest. So I go for a Pursuit, and he just hits me with a Psyshock, which brings me down to my Sash. Knowing that Psyshock hits for physical damage, I go into my Swampert, who is a physical wall, and he takes that amazingly well. I predict another one, thinking, okay, well, since it hits on the physical side, I guess I could try to counter it. Just a novel idea there, but he switches and he goes out into Kingler, and I set up my rocks, and he goes for Swords Dance. However, I'm going to Roar him this turn, so I negate that Swords Dance pretty well, and that's a great play. So he's going to go for a U-turn here, and thinking he might set up Stealth Rocks, predicting me to over-predict. I go for a Waterfall, but he goes for a U-turn and goes out into his Gaston, which is his Roserade, and I'm going to hit that with a Waterfall. It doesn't do very much, but I'm going to go out into Beedrill's Death Fodder. Maybe if he didn't attack, I could have endeavored and gotten him down to really low HP, but it didn't happen, so whatever. He's going to Giga Drain and kill my Beedrill, which really sucks. I'm going to go out into Boltros, which is a physical bulk-up set with Toxic and Skydrop, which is pretty cool. I really like this set. But he goes out into Grumpig again, and he tricks me at his Choice Scarf, which was a great play, because now I'm going to be severely hindered. But anyways, I'm going to use Wild Charge, and that's going to kill it. And by the way, this is a Boltros with max HP and max special defense, with the bulk up, making it a pretty decent wall. Not to mention Toxic and Skydrop for Toxic Stalling. So he's going to go into Roserade and put me to sleep right after I hit him with a Wild Charge because I'm scarfed. I'm going to go out into Toxicroak here, and he's going to land a Leech Seed on me, which really doesn't matter at all because Toxicroak doesn't mind a Leech Seed one bit. Although he does get quite a bit of HP back, it looks like, so maybe he runs no HP? I don't know. But either way, I'm going to KO it with an Earthquake, and he predicts probably that I'm banded, because a lot of Toxicroaks are. So I'm going to go out into my other Croak, and he goes for a T-Bolt with his Zapdos, and it doesn't do anything because of my ground resistance. He's going to go for a Light Screen here, which was a good play because I roar him out. He goes back into Ape, and I predict him to go U-turn again, so I go counter, but he sets up the Stealth Rocks, so obviously he's not going to stay in now. So he goes out into his Kingler, and I roar predicting a switch because I predict that his is banded. So he has to go out into his Dragonite, which takes some nice damage from Stealth Rocks, and goes for a Dragon Claw. Apparently his is a bulky set, so it doesn't do much, and he goes back out into Mojo Jojo, his Infernape. He goes for a U-turn, and here I am able to counter this one and land some nice damage on his Kingler, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to land the counter, and it's going to get brought down to low yellow, and that's great for me. His Light Screen also wears off, which is also good. Here, I'm just going to go for a Roar, not probably predicting that he would Swords Dance, but he goes for a Crabhammer, goes out while I roar him out into Infernape, and he just KOs me with a Flare Blitz, which should KO from that range, as it does. So I'm going to go out into Boltros. Not sure why he switched here. I don't know, maybe he wanted to get up like the Light Screen, or honestly I have no idea. But he's going to keep setting up the Light Screen and roosting, and I'm just going to stay asleep. There's not much I can do. So I'm asleep the third turn, and he's going to go for a T-Bolt, and because I have max HP and special defense, I live that decently well, and I'm able to get off a Wild Charge. I will die this turn, but Boltros... well, he was Choice Scarf fodder. Let's just say that. He served as Choice Scarf fodder that match. So I'm going to go out into my Gengar, and I'm going to mean look him. I forgot, I make a misplay, and I forget to set up the Perish song. But honestly, it wouldn't have really mattered, because I would have not been able to keep subbing down, and I would have had to end up debonding anyway. But anyway, clearly he thinks I'm some kind of subbing Gengar with Pataya, probably, because that is not an unusual set for Gengar. But I'm going to sub down one more time. He's just going to take out my sub again, and yeah, here I'm going to go for the debond. He is just awestruck. He just face palms Major, and his Zapdos goes down for, well, just my Gengar, which it did pretty much exactly what it was supposed to do. Take out one poke that I really don't have a chance at killing. Not to mention his light screen wears off that turn too, which is pretty awesome. I'm going to go out into Toxicroak, knowing that he's a Banded Ape, because at this point he told me. I know he's going to go for the attack because he won't set up Stealth Rocks again, so I go for the Sucker Punch. It doesn't quite kill, and I have to sacrifice Toxicroak, but he does die from the recoil from Flare Blitz, so that's good enough for me. He's going to go back out into Kingler. I'm going to go out into my Virizion, which I think is my last poke. I outspeed, even though I'm a modest nature, and I'm going to get off a Giga Drain, and it's going to be able to obviously KO the Kingler. And all he's got left is his Dragonite, which is bulky, and but it won't be able to take an HP Ice. So good game, PkSparkxx. Great battling you. I hope we can do that again sometime, and I will catch you all later. MultiJakenator out. Okay, guys. Look, guess what? I am home. I'm back from vacation. I'm psyched about that. But, I guess it's time for the question of the day. Yeah, I haven't had one of those in a few days because I haven't uploaded in a few days. I've been getting into Yu-Gi-Oh! Dueling Network, so actually if you want to PM me on YouTube and ask me for one of those, I would be more than happy to give you one of those as well. But anyway, question of the day. And I guess my question of the day, didn't think of one. Well, I gotta have a question of the day up my sleeve, right? Right? Come on, people. What I guess my biggest question of the day is something I've asked a few people and I haven't really gotten any straight answers. But do you guys like to use low tier Pokemon in OU? It has its advantages and it has its disadvantages, but advantages being surprise attacks, weird movesets, novelty stuff. That's always fun too. But sometimes they just aren't as strong as the OU guys. But anyway, what do you think? I'll catch you all later. MultiJakenator out.